Okay, so let's open the meeting, if you will, or come out of executive session. Enter into the regular meeting. And, we've got to, we got fleet permits and warrants signed. And review and approve annual municipal complete street report, or road report, if you will.
Can we unplug in and see if I can get them, if they can't hear us?
I'm sorry, what?
Can I unplug you from here and plug in ours? Because they can't hear us.
I
Can you hear Greg and Steve?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just listening. Quiet.
Okay, so the business is review and approve the annual municipal complete street report. Sign fleet permits, sign warrants, approve the minutes from January 25th. We got zoning permits, Sandy Bushy, the floodplain issue. I'm not, and act upon other business proper when met. So, we're going to find the minutes, and Steve can read them, or I'll read them, and. All right.
That's all.
And find this street report. This is the street compliance thing. And that's just something that we need to go over and sign. Yeah.
You should get on top, Steve.
Yeah, I saw them. No, maybe I didn't see them.
Well, they're hiding from us right now. We're gonna have to have a woman find them. Men can't find the thing anyway, so. So to speak. Can't be in there that deep.
No. She's gonna print out the new one.
Anyway. I don't see them. We're gonna do quite a little bit of work down there on the,
Substation?
yeah,
Like that.
it's quite a little project.
Yeah.
$3 million or something I read. Did we appoint a representative to this Northwest?
Well, that's one of the things that Nick brought up. Nick, on that, representative for the, what is it? The Northwest
Yeah.
Communications Union District?
Yeah, if you guys remember when we started that, me and Seth were the primary and alternate.
Yeah.
You know, until we could find someone that would, take on a more permanent basis and, Mustafa and School filled in. And now it looks like, Jake Kane is gonna be our primary and Mustafa's gonna be his alternate. And we just need to take a procedural vote and then get that paper in front of you filled out and signed. And then that will be covered on the communications board.
Okay. So, you're making a motion to appoint Jake Kane? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, motion to appoint Jake Kane as primary and Mustafa Menskol as the first alternate. I'll second that.
Alright, all in favor of that?
Aye.
Right.
Okay. You can fill that out. Is it Jacob Kane? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. Alright, Kim will fill that out for us then. I'll read these minutes from the previous meeting. It's Select Board Water Commissioner meeting minutes from January 25th of 2021. Present was Stephen Dodd, Joseph Dunleavy, Seth Hungerford, Nick Norris, Kim Dufresne, and Gianni Ramon. 6 o'clock, opened the meeting. Seth motioned to go into executive session, seconded by Nick, to discuss highway personnel policy with the highway department. 7:30, we entered back into regular session. Read the agenda. We reviewed town meeting warning. Joe motioned to accept and seconded by Seth. All in favor? Signed warrants 2103 and 2104. I read the meeting minutes from January 11th. Joe motioned to accept as read, seconded by Nick. Signed the mileage certificate for the highway miles. Highway mileage. Signed liquor licenses for Jolly and the Abbey. Signed fleet permits. Board will look into a mailbox policy for the town. Board reviewed the 2021 budget. Seth motioned to accept the budget, seconded by Joe, and all in favor. 8:30, Nick motioned to adjourn, seconded by Joe, and all in favor. Take a motion to accept these minutes as read.
Make motion to accept the meeting as read.
Okay. Get a second on that.
Second.
Alright, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Alright, we'll take them. You guys have had a chance to look at the check warrants for the employee stuff? Any questions on that before I sign it? Alright,
I think he's talking.
Seth, you're muted.
Sorry, I had that one question on the fire department, that was the only thing, what they put up for a sign.
okay, yeah,
Budget, I'm just curious what it was.
alright. I haven't looked at that one yet, but.
Is that one that they had John Johnson do?
Yes.
I think I saw that product.
Any transportation for
That picture was.
Is it for the building?
Is it on the side of the building or out front?
They're gonna hang it somewhere. There was no scale next to it. I couldn't see how big it was.
Oh,
Or you know what purpose it would have. It was saw the product.
I think it's a 4 and a 2.
It was on the Facebook. I'll have to check it out. I think we lost them again. Nope, they're back.
It's very still.
Okay, so let's, pay. That's what it is. Huh. I'm not quite sure exactly what the. Okay, right here it is. Woods Hill, portion of Main Street, Bridge Street, Pleasant Street.
I did that.
Okay, yeah, all right. It's all right there. And you've checked the box. So I signed this.
I did it. Right.
You signed it as well?
On this invoice, for the Mountain View
Computer just.
auto body, it says a
So this-
4-foot
it's- so this
Sheldon
is
Fire
just-
Department logo sign
Approved tonight and then-
and a 2-foot Fire Department logo sign. One was 325 and the other was 175.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So you're gonna enter this into the minutes, that the annual municipal street complete street report has been filed, right? Okay, I can go here, I guess, or wherever. And then you got some,
That's
Fleet.
payroll, that's, there.
yeah, oh, you got fleet permits
I
there?
got those, I'll do these.
Huh.
I don't know, maybe worse that.
The Sandy, on old business here, this bushy floodplain zoning permit issue, is that something that's still ongoing, or does,
She needs to have, she wanted you guys to get back to her on to what the town can do for them.
oh,
I don't think there's anything we can do for them. I think it's a state issue.
well, we could advise her to hire a engineer to establish the elevation. I mean, a lot of that, I know that, like for instance, Pat, the Horgans did this same thing to get out of flood insurance or something there. They had somebody come and actually get the elevation around their house. The actual elevation. Because a lot of those lines are drawn and they're, you know, they're the best guess estimate, if you will. So that's what I would tell them to do, is get an engineer, or maybe they already have, I don't know. Because the only way you're gonna contest that through the insurance people or the bank is they're gonna want proof otherwise than the line that's drawn on the map.
Do
Right?
we know, do we have a name we can give them to call, or?
Well, no, I mean, you could recommend, I don't know, Cross or Rouge, Julie, or Jarvis or whoever. They're just they're gonna go out and measure the elevation where they are and then that rule on floodplain has to do with how many feet your living space is above the flood level.
So, would it be worth their while to, I can reach out to, I would call one of those engineering companies and see if it's something they deal with? And that way I can say, all right, I'm gonna give these people your number to call you, and that way
I would think,
they,
I mean, I would think it's their property. It's their problem. I mean, you know, they've come to the town. it's obvious that you can build there. There's a zoning, I mean, there's a zoning, I mean, it's, you can't build there. The bank won't lend them the money. Or they gotta buy flood insurance that they,
That's the issue, then the bank wants them to buy flood insurance.
Your flood insurance.
right,
I
So-
think they just need to contact an engineer and
and contest the elevation.
contest it, yeah.
Really, it's all about the elevation.
Okay.
That's what it is. If they wanted to know a little bit more about it, or someone who's had experience with it, Pat and Paula Horrigan have actually done that, I believe.
Bob Jetty has too.
Right, so I mean, that's how, they need a truer definition of what their elevation actually is on that construction that they're gonna do. And that would give them, then the bank would have that documentation.
It would be here filed in their land records too.
Right.
They gotta,
That's the, I mean, and it's not really up to the town to go out and, you know, but if they're looking for advice, that's the advice that I would give them.
are you gonna give them a call, Joe?
Yeah, I can you give me their number?
I don't have it.
What's can I get their name, number?
I don't have their number, but it's Timothy and Sandy Bushy. Did we get their number? Never.
Sandy Bush,
How
yeah.
did they contact you? They didn't have a number to call?
No, they just called to get into the meeting.
And haven't come.
They might have, just a second. We have a building permit for
Well, whatever, it's just like, you know, if they wanna build a house and they need advice or whatever, that's my advice to them.
I'm sure if I give them a call and explain what we just talked about, that'd be good enough.
Right, I mean, they can build a house, but they don't wanna pay their flood insurance. So, but the only way to get out of that is to either raise the house out of the floodplain, or, well, first define what their actual elevation is there by an engineer, and then, if it's too low, you raise it up. How high does it have to be out of that, to get out of that flood insurance?
I'll email it to you, Joe.
That'd be perfect, thank you, Tim.
Alright, and I don't see much else to do you?
Nope. What's zoning permit stuff?
It's not zoning permits. We have 2 zoning permits now here. No zoning officer.
I see.
Applications?
Yes. And there's one of them. So it's one of them.
Okay, so, we don't have, the zoning is, yeah,
Starting.
0. Okay, so, being that said, somebody needs to come down and play zoning administrator.
Do you want to put an ad in the paper? Do you know?
I talked to, Seth, did you ever talk to your brother on that, Bakersfield one?
I talked to Josh Goss about it.
Yeah.
They hired that person, that's
Sure.
Fairfield's zoning administrator, to do it hourly for them. And I talked to Kim about it today when I asked her about the meeting, and she said that you spoke with her, right, Kim, if I'm correct? And she wasn't interested, or wouldn't be interested, because now that she had those two down, she didn't think she could handle a third.
Yes, Dimitri is on the DRB board in Fairfield. And he talked to her and she said she has 2 towns now.
Okay.
Okay,
Highgate have.
Repair more Bakersfield?
We outbid them, maybe? Pay more?
Yeah, repair more Bakersfield by a little bit.
well, we,
Probably not.
right? Does,
Did he, other applicants, did you send us those applications, Kim, or no?
For who?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I did
Okay,
not.
so- Okay. But there's two people who applied, is that what I'm hearing correctly?
Correct, we have 2 applications in here now for zoning.
Okay.
well, I said any one of these selectmen there can fill that position interim.
You'll have to,
I know Richard did for a little bit of a spell until we patched the hole. That way their business, because we don't really want to hold business up in town. And, right? No. So. Yeah. Come down and go over them permit. And act as a zoning administrator would until we, right?
We had a select board member that was supposed to be the old zoning administrator.
Yeah. Huh, wonder who that is, yeah. Well, there's so much to do, so much time to do it.
I think that person may step up a little bit, maybe in the interim.
Yeah,
He didn't,
I think it's only a nomination away.
yeah.
I'll make. Yeah,
I'm just making you aware.
right, this business needs to move
Are
along.
they, simple ones? Or are they complicated ones?
I think that one's gonna be complicated. The other one is they're gonna build an extension on the barn, or,
Simple.
yeah, that one's, I don't know if that's going to the state. I don't know if it goes to the state, I don't know.
Depends on, whatever, we'll review them before we leave tonight, then we'll do something. And, but, yeah. You wanna draw straws for this? You guys,
Are you asking somebody to be a interim zoning administrator?
well, we may have to draw straws or something if we can't, because, because business, yeah, it can't be as bad as the dog catching business.
Yeah.
But we do have the building trades.
Well, I can go talk to Kim tomorrow morning, or if worst case scenario, I can talk to her on Thursday morning, if it's,
Oh,
it does interest me a little bit to learn it, not as a permanent thing, but I can take a look at it and see if it's something I have enough time for me. What's the time investment gonna be for the part-time interim? Let's take a class.
No, you have to read the zoning bylaws
Northwest Regional Planning.
and,
Get yourself a nice comfortable Wendell's couch there and sit down and read that big old book. You'll be all set.
How many, is it possible to have more than one person on temp, so, a couple of us can actually just fill in as needed?
Sheldon's done that before, he got a little trouble,
Yeah.
but no, yeah. Right,
You have to know what's
I
going
mean,
on.
obviously I can help out with this. Joe's already done the dog catching thing very graciously. So, Joe, if this is something you don't have time for on your plate, obviously I'll backfill this. I suppose I can walk across the yard and talk to the neighbor.
The other problem is who was meeting with Northwest Regional and the Historical Society? I sent it out.
I said I would, I didn't know if anybody else wanted to.
No one else stepped up, Joe, but if you want it, you can contact her and see when.
So I gotta just
What's
contact
that
her
for?
and then get in touch with Andy.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
I'll
What's
call
that
her and,
It's over the Historical two of the
Brownfields.
brownfields.
Oh,
She wanted to talk to the town and the historical society at the same time.
This is about the contaminated soil from the oil tank there.
Yeah.
Back, right?
Right. Okay, so we'll take care of these zoning applications there this week, and that way their business can move along, if you will. And maybe we'll put a shout out to, I don't know, if maybe Amy or not Amy, but Angie. Perhaps Angie would come down and, I think she said she might do it interim or to help us out. So maybe we could call the office, call the zoning office in Enosburg, and perhaps she'd be interested in helping us out in the interim, if we would. Worth a call.
Yeah.
You guys, those, I can see you guys today, because there's.
Guys are all froze up there on us.
Yeah, Seth is picking his nose.
Hands still up by your mouth, but it's not really. They're all froze.
Froze.
Alright,
I think it has to do with this.
Okay, so,
now, let's adjourn the meeting then, if we're all.
very good.
We'll
We'll
let
come
them-
back on and
yeah,
we'll be
they'll
adjourned.
put- Okay. Hey, you're back.
We missed the last 2 minutes, whatever you guys said.
Yeah,
Adjourned.
we're about to adjourn.
Okay.
Is there anything else you guys got?
No, so I'm going to talk to Timothy and St. Bushy, as well as Greta. And then, I'll ask Tom Callan if the problem he was noticing is from snow or why he brought up. I'll ask for more detail on the
Yeah.
street.
Just tell them the town boys are gonna go down and clean that snow out.
Okay.
And there's not much else we can do till spring anyways.
I mean, the way he mentioned it was to do with the fire department, but I don't know why, like you said, it's not gotten any smaller in the last few years. I don't know
Yeah.
what the problem is. But
I've never heard the complaint about that turnaround.
me neither.
The only thing, there's all them branches there, so we took care of that problem.
Yeah,
Our next meeting is, we have the informational meeting first and then our regular meeting afterwards, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's on the 22nd.
Yeah.
and I did, while you guys were froze, we talked about reaching out to Enosburg's zoning administrator as a possible, maybe she would come down and help the town out in an interim situation or whatever. She mentioned that she might, I wanna say, a year or two ago or something, but then
Back before Bob started.
Bob stepped up, so, well, maybe she might be, you know, that might be the case, cause if there's a slug of, permits that come in, to get in front of them.
Is that village or town?
Enosburg,
Yeah.
I think she does them both. I think it,
I will, I'll reach out to Rick just to get a better idea of the on-call plowing.
yeah, and we're gonna we'll speak with Gianni as well and, find out where all that sets.
I think what Seth was just trying to say without saying it was that he just wants the board to try to tread lightly if possible with Gianni. So
Yep.
he doesn't just up to it, but
Yeah.
I think we need to find out what his actions are.
Okay, we're ready to adjourn. We're ready to adjourn,
Can you stop recording?
okay?
Yeah.
All those in favor adjourn?
I
Alright.
Alright, meeting's adjourned.